I'm Big Rick Stewart. Welcome to the podcast for the Wine Country Saturday Soundtrack. It's a radio show that I do every Saturday at KVYN 99.3 FM, 99.3 The Vine in Napa Valley. You can stream from 993thevine.com. You can search for KVYN on TuneIn. You'll hear fun music and great information, including 10 at 10, a Beatles brunch at noon, songs from my days at Live 105, KFOG, KFOX, new songs, and more. And you'll hear great information like this. I'm Big Rick Stewart, host of the Wine Country Saturday Soundtrack. Super Bowl is a week and a day away. Next Saturday, we'll have lots of Super Bowl game information for you. But what if you want to go to the game? Earlier this week, tickets started at about $8,500 for the cheapest ticket. Average listing price over $10,000. They've got these packages you can get that include a game ticket and also a Super Bowl experience, pregame party, all-inclusive tailgate, food, and open bar. Those run over $10,000 each. For the lousy seats at the Super Bowl, Section 300. Section 100, you're talking about $27,000. Wow. How about this? A company called On Location has a travel package. You get to stay at the Cosmopolitan. That's a nice place in Vegas. It costs $16,000 before taxes. This is one person, 3-night stay. You get the hotel stay, a ticket in the 300 section, not the greatest seats, a pregame hospitality event at the stadium, live music, food and beverage, NFL legend appearances, a picture opportunity with the Super Bowl Lombardi Trophy, access to the Super Bowl experience, and gifts and a cocktail reception with Raiders legend Howie Long. Like $16,000. How are those prices working out for you? And then, of course, you have to fly. You're going to have to eat those 3 days, and you might gamble a little bit. Could get a little expensive. Oh, yeah, but I don't know. What the heck, right? 49ers in the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. Live it up a little bit. What do they say? Buy the ticket, take the ride. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's the Wine Country Saturday Soundtrack. Too expensive for me. Here at 99.3 The Vine. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's the Wine Country Saturday Soundtrack. Thanks for hanging out today. Lots of bands reuniting and, making some big money. I think bands that reunite now are selling T-shirts for way more than their concert tickets sold for, maybe way back when. Here's a headline from Ultimate Classic Rock. Talking Heads reportedly turned down $80 million to reunite. Wow. I guess they're doing okay. Ultimate Classic Rock says Talking Heads will not be reuniting, but that hasn't stopped promoters from trying to get the band back together. According to Billboard, concert giant Live Nation told the Talking Heads it was willing to pay the band $80 million to headline 6 to 8 festival gigs and headlining slots. Wow. A similar attempt by Golden Voice, another concert promoter, President Paul Tollett, who wanted to get the legendary group to reunite for Coachella. Billboard claims the band could have earned as much as $10 million to play Coachella for the 2-week festival, but they said, no, we're not going to do that. They did reunite, as far as sitting together on a stage, not performing music, for the re-release of the incredible concert movie Stop Making Sense. That happened at a screening at the Toronto International Film Festival. That was late last year. They haven't done a concert since 1984. Last time the original Talking Heads did a concert. So they've kind of gone their ways. David Byrne says that we have a cordial relationship now. We are sort of in touch, but we don't hang out together. They kind of didn't end on a great note. But evidently a good enough note that they don't need $80 million. The Talking Heads, wow. Go see that re-release of Stop Making Sense. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's a Wine Country Saturday Soundtrack at 99.3 The Vine. I'm Big Rick Stewart, host of the Wine Country Saturday Soundtrack. We all love Sammy Hagar. I mean, even if you're not a fan of his music, come on, just the character. Like the character that he plays in life, named Sammy Hagar. We like this guy, right? He's a fun-loving guy. And now, how many times does this happen to you? You go out to your La Ferrari, your multi-million-dollar car. You're ready for a drive. you got a dead battery. Don't you just hate that? You got to run down to AutoZone or somewhere and get a new battery for your Ferrari. No, you don't do that. You got to get one from Ferrari, and it probably costs a whole bunch more than a diehard would at AutoZone. Sammy Hagar was going to sell his Ferrari, his super rare Ferrari, at the big Barrett-Jackson auto auction recently, and then it turned out that he needed to replace the battery. And this story from Fox Business says the original high voltage battery in his 2015 LaFerrari was found to be near the end of its lifespan during a final inspection. So they said the decision to hold the car back to properly replace the high voltage battery with a new replacement directly from Ferrari was made in the interest of delivering the one-of-a-kind vehicle in pristine condition. Sammy Hagar says the LaFerrari is a true work of art and a totally explosive driving experience. We wanted to make sure its next owner had a truly immaculate supercar, so we're moving it to the October 10th through 13th auction down in Scottsdale, Arizona. In case you're wondering, the LaFerrari, Sammy Hagar's, and everybody else that has one of the very few ever built, can reach 60 miles an hour in 2.5 seconds. Brand new, costs $1.4 million. They're thinking the auction, this one, because it's totally unique and it's celebrity owned and all that, they're thinking $5 million. And it's going to come with a brand new battery. Probably got a warranty on that and everything. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack at 99.3 The Vine. I'm Big Rick Stewart, host of the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack. Thanks for hanging out today. Maybe you're having a cup of coffee. A report from Inc. magazine, that's INC, says that coffee does plenty of cool things. It can reduce your risk of cancer. It can reduce your risk of type 2 diabetes, Parkinson's disease. It kind of makes you happier, gives you a little bit of energy. That's the real deal. A study of over 260,000 people conducted by the National Institute of Health found that people who drank 4 or more cups of coffee a day were nearly 10% less likely to become depressed. All right. So you're thinking, is there a big but coming? Well, there is. The big but is that all this good stuff that coffee does for you, your body can kind of adapt to it. And so you're having some coffee in the morning, in the afternoon, maybe a late afternoon coffee. You don't have to have any before you go to bed, of course, or anything. But this constantly caffeinated state becomes your new normal. All right, so, some of those benefits maybe kind of wear off. But what can happen if you take a break? All right. Here's what they say. A new study says taking a week off of drinking coffee reduces your tolerance and increases the boost you will feel when you start drinking coffee again. Interesting. All right. Can you do that for a week? Like maybe the first week of the month or something? Well, they say you don't have to go cold turkey. The key is to reduce your intake for 7 days to allow all these things that coffee does to kind of work its way magically when you start drinking coffee again. But it takes 7 days. So don't be cutting things short. Thinking just 1 or 2 days off will do the job. Look for more information at inc.com. It's a pretty good story. And I think I need to have a cup of coffee now. I'm Big Rick Stewart. Maybe tomorrow I'll take a break. It's the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack at 99.3 The Vine. I'm Big Rick Stewart, host of the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack. Hey, thanks for hanging out on this Saturday as we are a week and a day from the Super Bowl, right? Next Saturday, I will have my radio buddy, who's now a TV guy. He's got so much talent. You can't hold him back. The very awesome Rod Brooks, who you see on NBC Sports Bay Area before and after 49er games. He's their 49ers analyst, and he's been with us during the playoffs, giving us some inside info. He'll do it for us next Saturday. You might be wondering, well, who are the big gamblers betting on? What are some of the big bets being placed in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl? Well, I'm so glad you asked. From the Review Journal, let's check out some of these bets, some of these 7-figure bets for the Super Bowl. Are you ready? How about $1 million? Now that's a 49er faithful. $1 million bet. And that will win them $833,333.33 on the 49ers. They were betting the money line. That's why kind of those numbers are that way. They bet $1 million for the Niners to win. All right. How about $200,000? That'll win that ticket $280,000 on 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy to win the Super Bowl MVP. another 49er faithful, $200,000. And how about $105,000? That'll win you $100,000 on the 49ers to win, as the 49ers at the time of this bet were giving up 1 point. All right. How about all that? It's pretty crazy. And there's a lot of money to be bet on lots of things, including someone bet $100,000 on the coin toss to land tails. Oh my God. Really? All kinds of crazy things happening in Las Vegas. Tune in next Saturday. We'll have all that 49ers info for you. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's a Wine Country Saturday soundtrack at 99.3 The Vine. It's the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack. Fun music and great information. I'm Big Rick Stewart. What's more fun than Disneyland? I mean, well, I guess there are some things. But I mean, come on, Disneyland, right? KTLA has a report on something new down at Disneyland. You might have heard me talk about this. And if you've been to Disneyland, you might have been hearing about this. Pixar Place Hotel officially opens at Disneyland Resort. This is a revamped hotel. It includes 3 new eateries, a gift shop, a rooftop mini bar, a Finding Nemo themed water play area, and more. Now, they have all kinds of great artwork from everybody at Pixar in the Bay Area. Concept renderings, never before seen work from Pixar Animation Studios. You know, movies like Inside Out, Soul, Finding Nemo. You can see some of this artwork all throughout the hotel. They've also got some themes as well. The lobby is the home to a new centerpiece. A character mobile will hang above the Luxo Junior lamp, you know, the famous Pixar lamp that bounces around. And also the yellow Luxo ball will be there. It's going to have images from Finding Nemo, Monsters, Inc., WALL-E, The Incredibles, Toy Story, and all kinds of good things. Hotel rooms also get a Pixar makeover with Lux Ball pillows, Luxo Junior lamp, lighting fixtures. Oh, I'm going to buy one of those. Those would be cool. Pixar character illustrations and more just for decorating your room. There's a new Store-E gift shop, well, of course, inspired by WALL-E, Pixar film, and they're going to sell Disneyland merchandise like clothing, toys, and souvenirs. It's right across the street from Disney California Adventure Park, and if you go, tell me all about it. That sounds really cool. Pixar Place Hotel at Disneyland. All right, for kids and adults of all ages. I'm Big Rick Stewart. It's a Wine Country Saturday soundtrack at 99.3 The Vine. That's some of the great information you can hear on my Wine Country Saturday soundtrack. I'm Big Rick Stewart. Check out the show every Saturday, 99.3 FM in Napa Valley. You can also listen from 99.3thevine.com or KVYN on TuneIn. Thanks for checking out the Wine Country Saturday soundtrack podcast.